It's a card game. Fans of Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, Eternal, Hurtstone. It may be something that you can enjoy. So what I have for you today is a massive card pack opening. We can go see what legendary cards we get, commons and rares, you know how it goes. Alright, I just gotta do one thing before I get started, so just bear with me. Alrighty, and here we go. Alright, so what we're gonna do is go up to the top, go right here, packs. We'll start with the new set. Arching the Depths. Alright, so this blue right here, you can see right here that I got highlighted right now. That indicates what rarity it is. That is a rare. Blue is rare. Green is uncommon, like right here. Uncommon. Just the gray right here at the bottom where it say Wisp. That little gray area right there. That signifies commons. So again, where it's above where it got its the type, which is engine, above that little green, that's uncommon. Alright, so let's just get into it. Alright, draw 3 cards and discard 2 cards, gain Influence of Justice, which is green, or gain Influence of Shadow, which is purple. Alright, and at the top of Forbidden Research, the name under the picture, that's the name of the card. And number 4, it costs 4 influences of any, just 4 influence, but you gotta have 2 influence of the primal, which is the blue paw prints at the top. Alright, you'll get there. As you get into the game, you'll understand more about the influence name and the types. But at first, you're gonna be like blue influence, green influence, and so on and so forth. Alright, invulnerable to damage on your turn. When you summon it, it gets an effect. +1 for each influence you have the most of. Okay. So again, the influence would be the green or the purple you see at the bottom of this card. Alright, summon, you gain life equal, or you gain life equal to your time influence, which is the orange. Alright. Yellow, orange, more of an orangish yellow. Okay, so we're not gonna go through all of it, but I'm just giving you a little insight on what these cards look like. Alright, this is a fast spell. It would be equivalent to Yu-Gi-Oh players. You'll know this, but a quick play. You can use it at any turn. It's up, you don't have to have it on the field. There's none of that. You play everything from your hand. Alright, and it basically deal 2 damage. If you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shadow influence, he gained deadly, which is equivalent to death touch in Magic. So if you deal damage to a creature, that creature die. Alright. Basically the colorless card, draw, and plunder. Plunder is a new effect. Alright. Flying, get 1/1 for each of your units. So we're more interested in these, so let's just go ahead and flip them over. So we got a rodent, it has life steal, which is equivalent to, what is it called in Magic? I don't remember off top, but basically, when it deals damage, you gain that much life of its attack, and its attack or power is on the left side, the number 2. And number 3 is the life force, so that's how much life it has. When that reaches 0, that creature dies. Alright, so Entomb, give a unit a weapon in your hand, life steal, and attack equals to the wretched rat's attack. Alright, so basically Entombing, when this creature dies, you get a effect of whatever the text reads. So the next effect. Alright, so we actually got a legendary, and as you can see, it's highlighted by orange or gold. So to get into that, we got a bunch of comments. We got 3, I think, uncommons. 3 uncommons. Unblockable, you play a card on the enemy player's turn, deal 1 damage to them. Okay. When you play. Check out that. I actually wanted that card. I'm gonna make a rolling deck pretty soon. Alright, so it costs 7. 3 influence of justice, which is the green. Your other justice units have +1/1. When rolling attacks, play 3/2 soldiers, so that'd be 3 soldiers with 3 attack and 2 life for life. Okay, so, and it's a scion, and as you can see, the yellow down there indicates above the sign, the yellow diamond, that indicates that it is a legendary card, which is not that easy to get. I got 30 packs, so I'm expecting at least. Unit. I could use that in one of my decks actually, so I want to get at least 4 of those. Maximum power. Okay, your power is basically the number of influence that you played. I'll have to show it to you. Do we have any power cards? If we come across it, I'm gonna have to show it. Alright, so we got a rare giant. Basically, when you summon it, deals damage to the enemy equal to the number of shadow influence, which is the purple, and you gain that much life. If I went over all of these cards, I'd be here for a while. Alright, so this is basically power cards. It say power at the bottom. It gives you your influence. This one got a specific text. Hombre, bow. You may discard a time or a justice sigil from your deck and gain an influence of that type and take 1 damage. So, yeah. A sigil is another power, but it's just like, say for example, it may just have the hourglass, and it'll give you 1 influence for that, plus the power. You got a little sloppy pig right here. Big old egg-faced pig. Alright, when one of your units dies, you gain life. You gain influence and 1 life. 1 shadow influence. Oh, there's weapons in these games. This specific weapon, you pay the cost, which is 3, and has the influence of 1 fire sigil, or fire influence. DK, that's another effect we'll have to get into, I'm not sure. Oh, it says right here, permanently reduces the attack and the life and the basically shield of a unit and relic weapon. Alright, so this is just a regular weapon. It equips to your creature. It powers them up 1/1, so it gives them 1 attack and 1 life. There are relic weapons, I'll show you when we come across, but that equips to your personal avatar, and it can deal damage and attack like a creature basically, and sometimes they have effects. So let me see your different types. You got Oni, this is a mystic type. You got fast spells, you got elementals, minotaurs. Relics is basically something you equip to your avatar, and it gives you effect at the end of your turn. Your stun units get +2/2. Stun is just what it says. It's basically stun. You can't do nothing with them for two turns, or unless they're permanently stunned. But stun is basically they're frozen. Alright, so we got a rare spell. It got Revenge. Basically, the first time this card is successfully played, give it Destiny and put it into the top 10 cards of your deck. So you'll get 10 copies of that card put into your deck. Play a copy of one of your units with flying, then give them both. Go on. Alright, so we can tell by the blue that we got another rare. Get my stuff right. I just like the picture of this ancient serpent. Flying summon, draw a spell from your void and get void now. I can find some use for that. It got a relatively high cost though for a 3/4. So maybe late game that'll be better. Alright, this card it's a soldier, it got an effect called Ambush. Basically you can only play units on your time. I call them creatures, but the correct term is units. Anything that got the attack and life is units. Okay, so basically you can only play units on your turn, but creature with ambush you can pay the cost if you got enough and play that on your opponent turn and block them right away. So that's something else that Magic has, which I ain't played Magic in a while, so I forget what that effect called, but y'all real hardcore Magic fans, y'all know what I'm talking about, so just leave it down in the comment below. So these names. Right, that's a relic weapon. Like I said, it equipped to you, basically your avatar, and then it can hit an enemy for attack, 6 attack, and it got 1 shield. So yeah, when you summon, shield equal the number of your influence. So it got +1 life starting out. If you got 10 justice influence or green influences, you'll have +10 life. So it can stay alive. Every time it deal damage, its shield go down. So that's the plus. The shield is a +1 in the purple. Alright, and as you see, you can get hollows in this card, which is represented by, you see the name, Flameheart Patroller. Above that is like almost like a silver diamond. Those are hollows. You can see the fire, and it just has good effects basically. The graphics are moving in the card. Versus this one is just sit still. Alright. Elemental cat, servant, soldier, spell, sentinel is another type. Warrior, soldier, we already seen. Let's go on to Alright, so we got a rare Minotaur. It got a summon and into effect. Just pause it if you want to read it. I'm about to speed it up a little bit. I can't wait until, yeah, bro, I know. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so we got another one of them powers. This is our second copy. This is probably our second copy of that. It's a rogue, it has DK equals to, I think that's our second copy of that. This is my first time seeing that. Another relic weapon. When one of your units dies, it gets shield. Okay, cool. Another relic at the end of your turn. Okay, we already had our rare. It's Radiant. Yubsat the Savior. When the enemy player plays a unit, you gain 1 life. Summon. Silence each unit in the enemy player hand. Basically, I did want that card, but basically silence deletes the effect of cards. I don't have nothing to hold it. Let's see what else. Let's go on to the next. Probably play a game or two to let y'all know how this stuff actually works out. Right now, I'm explaining it, but it ain't gonna make no difference until you actually get into it. But you know, you probably won't understand. Void bound. Void bound means once it hit the graveyard, it cannot be brought back. It's there permanently. So sacrifice a unit and draw a card of your choice. Okay, that actually not that bad. Draw a primal sigil from your deck. For primal influences, you may exhaust a primal unit to swap a card from your hand with a card in your market. Basically, think of the market as a side deck, but you can only have 5. You can swap cards out from your hand with cards that you put into your market or side deck for my Yu-Gi-Oh fan. Alrighty, let's get into it. Alright, so we got the Centaur. When Inferno attacks, deal 1 damage to an enemy. Surge, increase the damage of Inferno's ability by 1. Does something when you gain influence. So every time you play a sigil or a card that gains you influence, you increase the damage. So that's not a bad card. It costs 4, but it costs 5 influence. So essentially, you're gonna have 5 influence plus 4 power. You want to Aegis protects you, basically. It forms a blue aura around you and your unit. Basically, it gives you 1 protection from a spell. So if somebody was to hit you with like damage or try to make you discard a card, it protects you. If they try to damage your creature with a spell, it protects them, but only from 1 spell. So after that, the Aegis disappears. I hope y'all can hear me good. Okay. Let's see. Went over life steal. I want to say life link is that in? Is it life link? Magic, you got a. Alright, you got a I don't know how to say this name. Grenadin. They basically small creatures that you get a lot. You can sacrifice them and do all kind of effects. So we got another Centaur Warrior. Cost 6, 2 fire influence, 7 attack, and 5 life or defense, whatever you want to say. Alright, if any of your units or relics have used their ultimate ability, they get those effects again. And ultimate is basically you pay a certain amount to pop off the effect. Okay, so we got another power. We got 2 other powers actually. It does the same thing as the other one, it's just different influence. Film Vow. Oh, there are just a bunch of vows. I wonder what these names are. I wonder if it's a unit or something or a type of unit that these names are linked to. Alright, basically you get this card, 1 card, 1 sigil on your deck, take 1 damage, gain that influence. Same thing right here. Dinosaur Illusion. Berserk basically forces you to attack, but he can attack twice. So, yeah. But he only got 2 life, so if he takes 2 damage, he basically dies. And you can be blocked by more than 1 creature. Alright, so we got Seal, Cabal, Strong Arm. She has a decay effect. When one of your units with 5 or more dies, play 1/1 vampire back with flying and lifesteal. Not bad. I actually think that could work with that. These right here. Grenadin. Pay 2 sacrifice of defeating mini bots to get 3 power this turn. Okay, yeah, see? Sacrifice it, it dies, you get it back. I think I'm gonna incorporate that. That sounds pretty good. Alright, summon. Equal to the highest among your units attack. So its attack is the highest attack. So if I got her on the field, its attack is 5. If I got him or her, its attack is 5. Or 1, my bad, I'm sorry. Alright. Got fire in effect. That's the same as magic. Basically, they fly over ground units and can only be blocked by flyers. Okay, this is a cultist. It got decay if you have one type of every influence, which is the red. I'm gonna start from the red into the purple. You got fire, you got time, you got justice, you got primal, and then you got shadow, which is the purple. And if you got 3 of each of them, it get Aegis, double damage, and life steal. Aegis protects you from one spell. Double damage is just what it say. It deals double damage. So his attack is 2. If he hit for 2 instead of 1. And life steal, it would gain 2 life because of double damage. And if you equip him with a weapon, like say this weapon, that's 1 more. So it'll double damage to be like 4. So that 2 damage will turn into 4. I get 2 by adding 1 attack to his attack. Alright, so let's keep it moving. Alright, and you see the 100 that went into the top corner? That's basically material. Every time you open the pack, you can spend that material to actually craft cards. But that's something we can go over later. Alright, so we got the Guru Vow again. Justice symbol. Depleted. It's a power, so it gives you 1 power, but it gives you 2 influence. So that'll be great. I actually can use that in my justice deck. Straight to it. Where I go. That's a spell. Choose a unit or a spell with cost of 3 or less from the enemy player hand. They discard it. Transmute. If you have 3 time and 4 or 3 justice, create a 4/5 Neve Walker of Aeons. There it goes to the left. Right here it costs 6, but it says play it, so it goes straight to the field. First time you play another unit, and the first time you play a weapon, each turn draw a card. Its effect is summon effect. When you summon it, put all units and weapons and your void into your deck with +4/4. Okay, so that's definitely a weapon based thing. Transmute. When you reach the influence or maximum power requirement, it transforms into a new card. So basically, when you reach 3 influence of time and 3 influence of justice, it transforms into this 6 cost right here. That's a 4/5, which has the effect that I just read off. To the next one, there's Valkyries in here as well. Valkyrie, I just had this one, but now here go the hollow version of it. See how the animation looks. So those are always fun to have. You can craft hollow versions, but it costs a lot of material. Alright. We got an engine. Overwhelmed. Basically, when it hits a enemy, if they block and it's stronger than its life force. So let's say, for example, his attack is 6 and it hit an enemy with 4 life, it'll still do 2 damage. It'll kill that creature and trample over 2 damage. So for you magic fans, trample is basically trample. Let me see. Summon, choose a drifter piercing shot. Show the drifting shot. Okay, piercing. Okay, that's 2 different things. The drifter is the 2/1 over here that costs 1. Piercing shot is a spell that deals 2 damage to an enemy unit and 2 damage to an enemy player, and that's the bottom at the bottom to the left of this card. Alright. Then in 2, play a copy of that card from each siege train has attack for each time siege train has attack. Play a copy of that card. Just a piston shot or okay, you can choose either or. Ember Fury is at the top, it costs 3, it gives you 3/3. And yeah. Cool. Don't sound bad. Let's keep it moving. I don't think we got any hollows in this set. Go straight to the rare. It got killer. Basically, it can deal damage. It can basically deal damage to an enemy unit. But if it take 1 damage, it dies. Immune, right there. You made alright, killer. Let's read that. Start at the top, very top, left side. The text may be exhausted 1 time to attack an enemy. Exhausted is kind of like summoning sickness. It's basically useless. You can't attack or block with it when you exhaust it. Imbue, when you play a unit with Imbue, you may stun one of your other units to keep it stunned. As long as the stun this unit gets its attacking life. Okay, so killer could possibly become more effective depending on the attacking life of the one you imbue. Alright, plunder, you may transform a power card in your hand into a treasure trove, or a non-power card in your hand into a sigil of its faction, basically of its type. So that's good if you're mana screwed or power screwed. Basically, power is mana for you magic fans. Alright, so stun. This unit is exhausted and won't ready while stunned. Exhausted units can attack or block. There you go. And it's an elf. So we got another rare. Go dinosaur card. It was in the last one. Give another one of your units decay and kill it. Already went over those. This is a mage. When you play a spell with the cost of 5 or more, deal 3 damage to an enemy player. It also has plunder. Another rare, and we did manage to get a hollow. We had managed to get 2 hollows this time. So it is possible to get more than 1 hollow impacts. As you can see, the animation is beautiful. Your cards cost 1 less on the enemy turn. Summon, plunder. That ain't bad actually. 3 life. Once per turn, you may pay 2 to give one of your units +1 and overwhelm, which is basically trample. For each of your units, sacrifice it at the end of the turn. Alright, let's keep this one. Alright, another radiant. When Taspu goes to your void, steal the enemy void and shuffle it into your deck. Units and weapons stolen as well. Oh, nice. I like that effect. I'm all about stealing opponent stuff. I don't like it done to me. But I do, so I understand when it's done to me. Alright, let's get Krill, Clan Raider. +1/1 for each of your other units. Ultimate. Pay 7 to kill each enemy weapon and curse. Curses is basically something that attachment that equips to you or your I forgot to turn off the notifications again. Just bear with me real quick while I turn off the notifications. So let's do this. So now, let's see if we got any hollows. No, we don't. And then we got Gentrix, IRL, Wayward. Gentrix, IRL, Wayward. Players can't discard cards. That's pretty nifty. The next unit you play this turn gets 1/1. Cool. So they got a lot of different things in this game. Okay, there go our second one. I said I predict to get at least 3, hopefully more. So, no, yeah, we got 1 hollow. So it's a mage. Cost 2 is a 1/3. Your units with 5 power or more have lifesteal. Summon, plunder. I'm excited to see what this is though, so let's just... So we got a giant, it costs 6, 3 influence of time. Overwhelm, ambush. So we got trample, plus you can play it on your opponent's turn as long as you got the cost to play it. Pay 4 to give 2 Von, 1/1, and draw a card, then increase the cost of this ability. That ain't bad though. He already is 7/7. Plus you get a 1 draw. So yeah, that's interesting. Naya, Master, Sleuth, Aegis. You can't lose Aegis while Naya has it. Summon, you gain Aegis. Okay. So basically, you're protected. That's kind of OP. I see why it's rare. That's gonna be annoying to deal with. Master of Conjurer. When Master of Conjurer attacks, gain 1 primal influence. When you have 2, 4, 6. When you play your second spell in a turn, play 4/4 Storm Dancer. I didn't see that. Got a rare. No hollows this time. Krill the Clan Raider. Basically 1/1 for each of your other units. Pay 7 to kill each weapon. Okay. So we did actually get 1 hollow, it looked like. Right here. Sky Serpent. Alright. I want to look at this. Revenge, sacrifice a unit to kill an enemy unit. Okay. Yeah, I see my Grenadin deck basically. What's going up? Complete unless you have 2 influence of justice or 2 influence of shadow. If you have both, create and draw a treachery trap. Game. Hey, piggy. Alright. We got Gunslinger. Wasteland Broker. It's a merchant. Okay. 4/5. Summon, you may put a card from your market and 3 additional copies of it into the top 20 cards of your deck. So I think it may create 3 copies of whatever card in your market. So I see a lot of people using that. Alright, so we managed to get a hollow right here. It has charge, basically. It can attack the turn it is summoned. I forget what that's called on Magic. Um, when you summon it, gains attack equal to the highest attack among your units. And I got DK deal 2 damage. So that's actually an excellent card. The DK permanently reduce their attack, life, and defense. Reduce attack and of units and relic weapons. So I definitely can go on one of my fire decks. We had him before, I think. Oh, quick draw. Basically, on your turn, if this card attacks, it hits first. Yeah, and I forget what that's called in Magic. Just comment below if you know what it's called. If any of your units or relics have used their ultimate abilities, they get those effects again. First strike, it's called first strike. Magic. And then we had her, so that's the second one. Alright, when the enemy player plays a unit, you gain 1 life. Oh, Alright, give one of your units 2/2 charge and DK this turn. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Alright, so did I go over this? Basically, give one of your units 2-1, charge and decay, transmute if you reach that influence 3 and 3. Had her before. Basically, +1/1 for each enemy. Ultimate, pay 7. Kill each enemy weapon. More legendary for all games. Build soldier. Your ultimate abilities are fast. Ultimate, pay 2 to shuffle a void of your choice into something that. Alright, and we actually did get through. Roshi then. And it's wow. Well, we got a legendary that's hollow. I was wondering if that could happen, and it did. That's going to be an expensive card. You also can break cards down that you don't want or need, but I wonder how much that is to break down. I'm not going to break it down though because it's so rare. It basically like got immune and summon immune Roshi with an enemy unit as well. Okay. Over there, see what the immune do. Ready? And they ended off with one more there. Got a third copy, maybe fourth of her. No hollow on this one. But I got 14 to open, 1, 1, 1. For another day. I'm gonna go ahead and end it. And man, y'all have a good one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I was just reading the messages.